kind of like, oh, don't play with these. Like,
they're mommy's fancy cards.
Yeah, they're mommy's fancy cards. And they're like...
They have, like, magical people trapped in there that can, like, kill you.
Yes!
Welcome to Fizz and Fiction.
I'm Spencer.
And I am Kristen.
And we are besties.
That are bonding over books.
Woo! Love it.
Today's book is...
Legendary.
Yes.
By Stephanie Garber.
This is book 2 in the Caraval series.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a doozy. It is definitely changing a lot from the first one. We're following a new person.
Yep. Didn't realize it at the time, and I will say I was pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does. It quickly changes your mind.
Yeah, yeah. You
I would say.
Yeah, you get a lot of her, like, motivation, a lot of her, what's going on.
Internal, yeah. What would you rate this one?
5.
Such
I loved
a good
it.
series.
It's good, yeah. It's just pure entertainment.
Shall we read what this is about?
Yeah.
If you haven't read the first one, you probably shouldn't listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
I assume. So
go away.
Go away.
And come back.
After being swept up in the magical world of Caraval, Donatella Dragna has finally escaped her father and saved her sister, Scarlet, from a disastrous arranged marriage. The girl should be celebrating, but Tella isn't yet free. She made a desperate bargain with a mysterious criminal, and what Tella owes him, no one has ever been able to deliver. Caraval Master Legend's true name. The only chance of uncovering Legend's identity is to win Caraval, so Tella throws herself into the legendary competition once more, and into the path of the murderous heir to the throne, a doomed love story, and a web of secrets, including her sister's. Caraval has always demanded bravery, cunning, and sacrifice, but now the game is asking for more. If Tella can't fulfill her bargain and deliver Legend's name, she'll lose everything she cares about, maybe even her life. But if she wins, Legend and Caraval will be destroyed forever. Welcome to Caraval. The games have only just begun.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so, yeah, if you've read it, stay, and we'll get into it. I don't have phone notes on this because I was so just engrossed.
Enthralled.
Yeah, I was like, I can't stop to note.
How did you finish them really fast?
Yeah, I did. Well, I was like, I need to know what's going on.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, we've kind of already touched on this, but what did you think about switching POVs to Tella?
Yeah, I remember not liking Tella in the first book.
Oh, I didn't like her at all in the first book.
She was just a bratty younger sister, and so, like, knowing that I'm going to be in Tella's POV for the book, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like, it's
exhausting.
Like, how much of a brat is she about to be?
Exactly. But I, like, really like the story.
Yeah.
And even, like, the premise. Like, I know that you don't read the back of the book covers, but I just read it to you guys, and the premise sounds still, like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, you're going back into the Caraval, the week-long game to win a wish from Legend.
Mm-hmm.
But this time we're trying to figure out who Legend is.
Yep.
And that's a big deal. Hence the name. Legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Legend. You know.
Favorite character in this book?
I don't know. I mean, I really like Tella. I mean, what's his name? What's the main guy's name in this? Dante. I like Dante.
I like Dante.
What's your answer?
I would say Tella. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was, like, pleasantly surprising.
Yes.
Because I thought I was gonna hate her even more. But I grew to like her.
Yeah. She
had a good redemption.
She did, and she grown a lot. Like,
she wasn't like Nesta.
Oh God, no. Well, she wasn't quite mean. She was just young.
Yeah, that's true. Least favorite? I don't even know that I have a least favorite.
I said the same thing. I was like,
I mean, there are people that, like, did some things that I was like, oh, like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
But also, it was, like, things where people we haven't really met yet. Like, her mother, like, doing, like, making that deal. I was like, well, that sucks.
Oh, yeah. Her mom. I mean, yeah.
But it was like, she wasn't even, that was like an idea. It wasn't like she wasn't there doing it.
Like, you don't know enough about her, like, kind of thing.
Exactly.
She's just like, it's like a pain.
Yeah.
In their life.
Yeah.
So, like, you're upset that it pains them.
Yeah. But it wasn't any, like, something that a particular character, like, did in real time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think I really.
Do we find out who's trying to get the name in this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like one of the first things you do. Like who her friend
I
is.
haven't read this in a while.
Like who her friend is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you found that out pretty quickly.
Who is it?
It's Jax.
It is Jax?
Yeah,
Okay, I couldn't remember or not.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Jax.
Do you know who Jax is?
Yeah, you know who Jax is.
Okay. Sorry, guys,
Yeah.
so hard to
Yeah, no, you do.
know where lines are drawn.
Well, it kind of starts out right after
The first book.
book. Yeah.
Okay.
Cause like they had that party and Tella wakes up with Dante.
Yeah.
Like in the woods.
Yeah.
It's wild. And she had gotten that letter from her friend at the end of the first book. That's like, where I'm collecting debt. Like, I got you here. I have like the information about your mother.
Yeah.
I want what you owe me.
Yes.
And what you find out, like, so she's like, okay, I will have to get into Caraval because what she owes him is Legend's name.
Yes.
And she didn't get it.
No.
Because the legend that she thought was Legend
was not.
It was just a part of the troop.
Yeah.
And so, she, like, it's like still like the aftermath of that first Caraval. Like, Julian and Scarlett are together. You find out very quickly that the guy who was like her fiance in the first one was also a player. He wasn't the fiance, and now they're keeping it from Scarlett. And I'm like, this isn't gonna end well.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just tell her. Just tell her. Like, it shouldn't become that much of a shock.
Yeah. She didn't like him anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, that happens, and then she is like, okay, I'm doing the next Caraval, and it happens very quickly after.
Yeah, which is weird, because I feel like it should be every year.
Yeah, but I think he's doing it, like, Legend is doing it because...
It's like a centennial or something?
Well, it's the birthday of
some queen?
The queen, or the empress, but it's like a special one. It's
they go to some magical town.
Yeah, they go to, like, the capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, so, and, like, there's ulterior motives because there are, like, dangers afoot.
Yes.
And he wants, like, he's using this Caraval to, like, get something that he needs.
Yes.
So, like, I think it was in the prologue, you find out that, like, Tella, like, messed around with these, like, some cards, this, like, deck of cards when she was little. And she, like, drew out some cards, and they had, like, specific things on them, that she, like, is, like, basically, like, a telling of her, like, what her life is. So, and, like, basically, she's just been... this one card that she has is, like, the Oracle card. And she's like, her mom comes in, like, she's young. Her mom comes in here, sees her play with these cards, and she's like, don't do it. Let's not mess with these. And then she gives her, like, some very, like, fluffy, like, these are special cards, da 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 da. But she doesn't actually tell her what the cards are.
Communication.
And that's, like, one of my questions. Because, like, one of the whole things is that Tella, like, has this Oracle card that she kept. Like, she put them all back except for this one card that she touched. And it was like, the picture on it changes. So, like, at one point it was, like, Scarlett in a, like, wedding dress. Like, all, like, I can't remember if she was, like, covered in blood or, like, dead or something.
Yeah.
But, like, different thing, like, different events in life, like change.
It's giving her, like, a view into the future.
So that's why she was, like, very adamant that she's not marrying that guy, because she thought it was going to end with, like, Scarlett, like, either distraught or dead or something. And then after the Caraval, that changed because Scarlett met Julian.
Yes.
So the picture changed. And then it was, like, of her mom, but then one of them was, like, her mom alive, but then, like, it changed, like, to her mom dead. And this whole thing, where it's, like, and her mom, you know, like, you come to find out that, I'm like, it's, like, hard because it's, like, well, and we'll get to, like, what they are. But, so she goes to the Capitol.
Yes.
And her friends, like, sends her another message, like, we're meeting tonight at the ball. Scarlett doesn't want to play. She's like, I've had enough of this.
Smart woman.
Yeah. And Tella's like, well, I'm going to play. And Scarlett's like, why? She's like, can't we just, like, watch? Can we just, like, be spectators?
Yeah.
So they go to the Capitol. And and the game is happening in the Capitol, which I thought was fun because
different.
It was like, I feel like on that island, it was everyone was a part of the game, but since they're in the Capitol, it's like you have people there that are just like there chilling, not playing the game, not caring about the game, and they're just like minding their own business. And so they go to the Capitol, and she has like nowhere to stay, and it's like, I'm like, and then that's when it was funny because I kind of like got annoyed with Scarlett a couple of times in this book. Because it's like, Scarlett, come get your sister somewhere to, like, why did you leave her? Because she, like, they, like, go in these flying carriages, and Tella's, like, distracted by something or whatever, and, like, Scarlett...
She's, like, wrapped up in Julian, kind of. In the book.
Yeah, so she, like, leaves and goes to the castle, and Tella, like, gets this other carriage that has this, like, jackass in there, which you've come to find out is important. And so she's, like... She's going to check in, basically. Like, hey, where's my room? I'm with the troop. And this lady's like, you're not on the list. And it's like, I should be on the list. My sister's here. And her sister's like gone. She's already in her room. And so they're just gonna like kick her out. And she's like, I don't know where to go. She's never been here. She doesn't have any money.
No cell phones.
Yeah, no cell phones. So that's when Dante comes up, and she'd already told her sister that she's like, he was such a bad, like, she was like, because her sister was worried about her, so she's like trying to reassure her sister, there's nothing going on with me and Dante. It wasn't even a good kiss, even though, you know, she thinks it was a good kiss. And so, like, Dante, like, strolls up, and he's like, oh, you don't have a place to stay? She's like, he can vouch for me. He's part of the troop. And he's like, and then... the lady's like, well, you gotta leave. And that's when he's like, okay, she's actually the fiance of the heir. So he just like throws that out there.
Which, like, wild.
He regrets it. He regrets it immediately. He's like, I don't know why I did that. He's like, I was just trying to like get back at you for saying that like our kiss like didn't matter. Which is like, y'all are both just so like made for each other, so fucking petty. So then they put her in like the best room because
she's the fiance.
She's the fiance of the heir. And she didn't know this because she's like just from this island, but apparently the heir has like a really bad rep. He's like had some mysterious like fiancés die.
That's what it does.
And like he's just like he's got a really bad rep. So she goes.
She's a little nervous.
Yeah, she's a little nervous. So she, like, goes to her room. She's got a dress from, like, the next day from her fiancé to wear to the ball.
Was she like, they accept this?
Oh,
what?
Yeah, it was like he heard that he had a fiancé.
And he's like, oh, cool.
And he's just like, well, I'm just curious. Let's just come to the ball on this. So she goes to the ball. Dante's like, you do not need to be here. And she's like, nah, like, you're the one who told me. You're the one who gave me this backstory. And, like, you know, this is where we are because of you. So she goes, and then she, like, meets the fiance, which is his name is Jax. Come to find out, like in the same ball, that he is the friend that she made a deal with, but she didn't know that. She didn't know his identity, but now she's like knows that the two are the same, and she's like, oh crap, I made this deal with this guy that's like for bad. And that's when you find out very quickly that he is the Prince of Hearts, like that. Like you find out then, and then he like kisses her. And, like, starts to slow her heart, and it's like, oh, shit.
Because the Prince of Hearts' kiss is supposed to be deadly to anyone but his true love.
Yes. And the Prince of Hearts is a card that she drew out of her mother's deck.
Yes.
That was one of the ones that she drew. So she always thought, like, I'm never going to have love, because that was, like, a thing.
Yeah, it's like a tarot card reading. And it's
and she's like, oh, this means that I'm not destined for love.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, shit. Like, and now he doesn't just want the name, he wants Legend himself.
Yes.
Because what you find out is, like, he is one of these, fates. And everybody thought these fates were just, like...
legends.
Gone. Yeah, like, they were banished, like, centuries ago, kind of thing. And he is one just like walking around in the flesh.
Just chilling.
So it's like the magic could be like weakening, and like people can get out of the because you find out they were
trapped. They were trapped in the cards.
They were trapped in the cards. And that was the cards that were her mother's. And
Yeah.
I'm like, lady, That was one of my questions.
Let me just let kids play with these cards.
Have it somewhere else, like, not reachable.
Like, locked away.
Like, locked away, lock and key.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, so that was one of my questions, was like, do you think that Tell could have been more prepared? Or even just, like, not even prepared, but had just, like, been in a better, like, situation to make decisions if her mother had told her, like, what the cards like, maybe, like, bestowed on her, like, how serious those cards were.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she was just kind of like, oh, don't play with these. Like,
they're mommy's fancy cards.
Yeah, they're mommy's fancy cards. And they're, like...
They have, like, magical people trapped in there that can, like, kill you.
Yes! Dangerous-ass people.
Yeah.
Or, like, do you think she was, like, think she was too young to even understand
I'm sure she thought that she was, like, too young, but, like, lock them up.
Yes!
Like, she should have access to them, period.
No, they shouldn't have been anywhere on a shelf where she could, like...
Get them.
Get them.
And, like, and I think you mentioned that she, like, kept one. I'm like, did you not count them?
Did you take an inventory?
Not notice? Yeah.
Take an inventory, please.
Yeah.
Because, like, not soon after that, it was very close after she found those cards. That was when her mom disappeared. Mm-hmm. And it's like, she didn't count them before she left? Mm-mm. Oh, hey, I'm missing the Oracle card.
The Oracle card.
Yeah, like, what? It was, I was just like, I was very annoyed.
Mother of the year. They got bad parents.
Yeah, they got very questionable parents.
Yes.
So she's, like, now engaged to
Jax.
Yeah.
And Jax, you said he kissed her, but, like, I think that part of it is, like, it will kill her, but he's, like, slowed it down or something.
Yes.
Like, that's part of the threat, isn't it?
And he can, like, he's basically making it a slow burn, and he can take it back. Yeah. She'll live if she, like, delivers him.
Yeah, he'll take it away.
Yeah, he'll take it away. Mm-hmm. So now and he's like, you know what, I need you to play this part because I need the Empress to think that I have someone, and that, like, we're good, so,
And does he explain...
Because he wants the Empress might be stepping down before she's even, like, dead.
Yeah, but, like, that's, like, not his actual mom. Like, does he...
No.
He doesn't... Does he explain that? I can't remember.
So, like, the Empress, she's had, like, several heirs.
She's just naming heirs.
Okay,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, and, like, some of them have mysteriously died, and it's just like, did Jax kill them kind of thing. And there's, like, a lost heir that nobody, like, knows where they went, but,
he might be a true relation to the Empress, I think.
Yeah. So... so Jax right now is just, like, the named heir. Mm-hmm. And the Empress does not trust him. No. Like, point blank.
As she should.
As she shouldn't.
Let's be honest.
So Caraval starts, like, Tilla's starting to play. Mm-hmm. Dante's kind of, like, helping her out in some respects. Mm-hmm. And, like, at the beginning of the game, they tell them, like, this is different than the last one. This is not just a game.
Yeah, because you're told the whole first book. Because, like, people can die in the games in the last book and come back to life.
Yeah. But in this one, it's like, this is not just a game. This is real. We're playing for keeps.
Yeah.
And so they...
Is the magic of Caraval waning, too, during all this, or no?
Well, the magic on the cards is waning, and so she gets visited.
By other cards,
She gets attacked by the maiden or something. Girl, which was one of the cards she drew.
Yeah.
So she gets attacked, and, like, she's trying to fend him off, and then she's, like, jumping in that, like, moat. Mm-hmm. And that's when she gets saved. She gets saved by Dante, and Dante takes her to Julian. Dante and Julian are brothers.
Yes. Surprise!
Surprise! Dante and Julian are brothers, and...
I can't remember when you find that out.
You find that out when he's saving her. Because you know that Julian is brothers with Legend. He tells you that in the first book. Mm-hmm. And then when he saves her, you figure out that... that's basically when you figure out that Dante is Legend. Because she kind of, like, suspects it the whole time. Mm-hmm. I knew it the minute... I'll tell you when I knew it. I knew it at the beginning of this book. Because she had that coin that the friend gave her. That was the Prince of Hearts coin. Mm-hmm. And Dante, like, it had, like, fallen out of her pocket when they were, like, romping around in the forest. And Dante had it. And he knew what it was. And he was, like, telling her about it. And I was like...
Why would he know so much?
I was like, boy knows way too much of this. Like, it wasn't even just, like, lore. He was talking about it like it was...
Like he was there.
Like he was there. And I was like, he is absolutely Legend. I was like, he's gotta be it. And then she kind of, like, wonders the whole time. Mm-hmm. But then she's like, is it Dante? Is it Julian? Mm-hmm. Dante, is it Julian?
Yeah.
And, like, Dante, like, gives her some of his blood to, like, heal her. Because she's, like, from that attack. Yeah. She's, like, dying.
Yeah.
And and then, like, you find out, like, a big part of it is, like, her going to, like, this, like, religious district.
Oh, yeah.
And going, because, like, you're trying to find, I forget what it is. Like, in this one, you're trying to find, you didn't get all the clues at once.
Yeah.
You're, like, going from clue to clue.
Yeah.
And one of the clues takes you to the religious district, and then you realize you're trying to look for something specific, and she realizes that this game is, like, basically meant for her.
Yeah.
And so she's at this, like, temple, which is, like, the Temple of the Stars. Mm-hmm. And...
Which is what the fates, like, kind of are.
Yeah. And so she comes to find out that her mom was, like, had stolen these cards. Mm-hmm. And was, like, she needed somewhere to put them. Mm-hmm. And she had, like, at first she had, like, taken them and, like, taken them with her. She, like, disappeared. She knew these cards were bad news. Mm-hmm. And she, like, disappeared. That's why she, like, married on this island.
And, like, I think she, like, knew the husband was, like, a bad guy, too.
Yes.
But she was like, it'll keep me, like, no one will look for me here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, and then when she leaves, and she takes the cards, and then she, like, needs, again, she, like, needs somewhere to hide them. Mm-hmm. And, she, like, puts them in, like, the safe at the temple. Mm-hmm. But you have to, like, sacrifice something to basically, like, use it. And then they tell her, like, she's like, well, what if I'm going to sacrifice? They're like, if you pay the debt, we'll let you in. Mm-hmm. And they're like, she promised us her second daughter. And she's like, what?
Mom of the year over here.
Mom of the year over here. I was just like, so and obviously, sad. Like, you don't know, like, her motivations, yeah. But it's just like, oh my gosh, how awful.
It hurts, yeah.
Because Tella's the one looking for her. Scarlett's like, I don't care about Mom. She abandoned us. She's like, she abandoned us.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
And so she is still like, but she sees her in this card. And then she finds out that is her mother in the card.
Literally.
It's not like an image of, like, where she is in some prison. Her mother's in the card, just like the fates are in the cards. Yeah. And so, like, it all just, like, climaxes at when she sacrifices herself
to, like, trade places or something.
To trade places with her mom. But before that happens, at some point, like, she is with Jax and, like, is, like, they're, like, doing something, and she, like, feels him and, like, feels his heartbeat, and I'm like, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, your heart's beating, does that mean I'm your true love? And, like, it's kind of not addressed again, and I'm like, can we, like, take some time?
Because only his true love will make his heart beat.
Yes! Yeah. I'm like, can we take some time to...
Can we circle back here?
Yeah, can we circle back here? Because it's kind of, like, brushed upon.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And so, like, all throughout this, like, Dante, who is legend, is, like, helping her, you know, in these, like, different, like, clues and challenges and stuff. And he's with her.
Which, like, my one really quick, if he is legend, didn't he make this? I can't really remember, like, that whole deal. Like, how is it, like...
What do you mean?
Like, legend makes...
He can't get into the car. He can't get in to get the cards.
No. The games.
Yeah.
So he's, like, helping her with things that he's, like...
He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all... I think it's fun for him.
Yeah.
I think he gets a thrill out of it. Because he says that a couple of times. She's like, why do you keep...
Helping me
and, like, hounding me? He's like, I just like you.
Aww.
And it's so nice.
Yeah.
He's like, you surprised me. Mm. And so, like, she's at the temple. She decides to trade places with her mom.
Yes.
And she gets the cards. Mm-hmm. And Dante's like, no. Like, he's like, I'm not losing you.
Yeah.
So, because, like, his whole thing is he wants to get the cards to, like, hopefully, like, reinforce the magic kind of thing.
Yeah, he wants to keep them in
there. Mm-hmm. Because they are not going to be happy with him.
And they're dangerous. Like, that maiden card, like, almost killed her.
Yeah. They're not just, like, these people who are, like, innocent trapped in cards.
Yeah, like, Jax is, like, nice enough, but he also kills, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And so she, like, sacrifices herself, like, she frees her mom, but then the legend, or Dante, is, like, not happening, and he makes some kind of deal, and he frees all the fates. they're all out now. The cards are like
to get her out.
To get her out.
Everyone out.
Yeah. You don't really know what kind of deal he made, which I assume is going to be like a big topic of book 3. But he like frees them and like saves her.
Yeah.
And then walks away. Then just like leaves her at the temple, and she's like, "What the heck? No, what just happened?" And then her mom's like asleep. Like they're all kind of asleep still.
Yeah.
They don't just like come out like ready to go.
Yeah.
They like come out and they're just kind of
disoriented.
Yeah. And they're like not at full power. Even Jack says he isn't at full power.
Yeah.
But now that the cards are like obsolete, I think they will be at full power.
Dangerous.
So that's how it ends. And then so she knows who Legend is. Oh, she tells him to, before she sacrifices herself.
She says she knows who he is.
She says she knows who he is. She's like, leave. I told Jax, like, where I was, and I don't want anything to happen to you. And that's when then she sacrifices herself, and then
he sacrifices herself.
And then he leave, and then he does leave, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then the Empress, I can't remember if she died or if she stepped down.
Is she murdered?
She might be. But now Legend is he is like the presumed lost heir. Like he's like, I am the lost heir, and I'm just like, I don't trust that at all.
So much lying in these books.
I'm just like, I don't trust that. So now it's not Jax that's gonna take over, it's Legend that's gonna take over. So they and then like it ends with like he's the heir. She's mad because he left.
As you should
rightfully
be.
so.
Does Jack show up again at the very end?
I think so. I can't remember like in what. He tells her like she won, so she can find her whenever she wants to collect like what she won.
Donatella, I believe it's your birthday. I also believe we have unfinished business. I still owe you a prize for winning Caraval. Find me whenever you wish to collect. I'll be waiting. Legend.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of explaining to do in book 3.
Yeah.
But that's how it ends.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing so as far as predictions.
Yeah, what are your predictions?
So I'm definitely thinking that Legend is not actually the lost heir. I think that's just a bunch of bull. And then I think that also Scarlet goes and finds the fiance.
Oh yeah, the real one, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you doing, girl?
She needs something to do.
Yeah, that was like her little backstory.
And like Julian was kind of upset about that too.
Yeah.
I think.
So I think that Legend isn't actually the true heir. I think the deal that he made is gonna be like maybe he like lost some of his powers or something. I think Jax is like maybe just like her platonic true love, and maybe they're just gonna be besties.
So you're Team Dante.
Yeah, Team Dante.
Okay.
And then I think her mother is definitely gonna like come back, obviously.
Give us some
wake up
backstory.
and get some backstory. And then like I will say what kind of gave me hope is at Y'all Fest, Stephanie Garber was like, I love. And I'm like, okay, so I think everybody's gonna
get a happy ending.
I think everybody's gonna get a happy ending, which like gives me some hope.
That's fair.
Yeah. So that's so I think it'll be like Scarlet and Julian, Dante, and I kind of know that Jax is like the subject of the other ones. Okay. So yeah. So
are you excited that you'll get to see more Jax later?
I like him.
Yeah.
No, like I know that he's like kind of a jackass. Yeah. But I also just like
I mean, he's an immortal fate that's been locked up in a card for a while.
Yeah, he's got some beef.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Are you gonna when are you planning on reading it? Anytime soon?
Yeah. I'm gonna read it soon for sure.
Get that last bit.
Yeah. And then start the other series.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah. I'll start it this week sometime.
Yeah. They're quick reads.
I'll start this and I'll start your book this week.
Oh.
Yeah. Exciting. But yeah, I'm hoping good things for the finale.
Yeah. And I think that like because I'm pretty sure the third book is still like again like Tella's POV.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I mean, like you said, you saw some like a few chapters here and there from Scarlet, but I'm pretty sure the second one is like still the exact same. Like it's like she's the main character still. Which I think is like so interesting. Like, I mean, you never see a book series do this.
Change that, like, have your flagship book.
And then just like completely change it.
Yeah, bye.
But it was like she was like done with Scarlett's story, really.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
Like, her and Julian did, when they're like, you know, they fight every now and then in this book too,
but it's like, there's not as much, like, stuff to explore.
Yeah, and like, she is mad at her mom. She doesn't really care. So it's like,
she's not trying to find her.
No, so I think it is really interesting to do it that way, but it works so well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, excited for you to read the third and final book.
I know, I'm excited. Come back and join us for finale whenever I get to, it'll be next month, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll be 2025.
Oh my gosh.
This one might not come out until 2025. We still, like, we filmed, yeah, this will probably come out in 2025.
Oh, that's wild.
Happy 2025! Happy New Year!
Oh my gosh. That, like, gives me all kinds of feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
That
Happy
also means that we'll have been doing this for a year.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I looked the other day, our first post was like the 3 days before the new year.
Oh my gosh, time flies.
Happy 1 year anniversary to Biz and Fiction.
Oh my gosh, that flew like that.
I know.
Read a lot of good books.
We have. It's been a good time.
I'm here for it.
So yeah, when we come to you guys next, we'll be doing Booked and Busy for December. And we'll be in the new year.
Yeah. Probably do some New Year goals.
Yeah. See if Kristen can read 15 books in 1 month.
Yay!
To hit her goal. Spoiler, I probably can't.
Yeah, at this point, when this comes out, we'll see if you did. We'll see if you could.
Yeah. Nice.
Sweet.
So yeah, let's cheers and wrap up Legendary.
I'm gonna cheers to Jax.
To Jax.
Yeah, because I feel like you're about to stir the pot.
Our favorite little apple eating.
Yep.
I don't know what to call him. Fate.
Yep, fate. Cheers.
Love a good pot stir.
Mm-hmm.
Till next time.
Bye.